All right, what's going on, everybody? So it's Thursday, about 14 to 15 hours after my first video that I had made earlier this morning, right? And interesting kind of turn of events where as I got more and more involved with the SolnyFans community, right? I decided to just talk more and more about the potential of how big this project can be. Because if you're trying to be the Solana OnlyFans, right? The first project to bring OnlyFans to Solana, the potential is limitless, right? The ceiling, the TAM, the market opportunity is massive. And so as I kept doing more and more research, right, basically what was happening was I started to talk to people and do more and more analysis on what this project could do going forward. And I just kept talking to people in their Telegram, and their Telegram is super busy. I just there's just a lot happening. But the point is, if you read the pinned messages here, you'll see that the people are still working. The devs are still, working hard. Um, the LP was burned, right? So the actual liquidity that was provided was burned. So that means like the people cannot rug the liquidity, okay? Nobody really holds more than 3% of supply. Socials are updated. The dev team is still here. Marketing team is still there. So pretty much, almost everybody is still working hard at this project. Usually in these kinds of projects, you have kind of like a make it or break period within the first, I don't know, like 5 to 7 days. Obviously, we're only day two into this project, or day three rather. I'm sorry, this is day four. But so far, so good, right? Like the thing is taken off almost 400%. Again, if you go to my morning video, I did this video 15 hours ago. I talked a lot about different projects, but specifically this one right here. And you could see on the video, this project was trading at 32K in the morning, right? Currently, it's trading at 448K. That's over a 10x. I gave this first to my community as something that I was buying and looking into, simply because I really I really like getting into projects early, and I want to take the risk first. But I don't want to give the community insight on the project like much later, right? I don't want to say, oh well, I bought at 30K and you guys should buy at 100K or 500K. No, I mean, we're getting around the same time. So this is kind of, around the same time that the community, my Discord community, got to know. And we were right around that, 30K period, right? So now as I look at the project, okay, as I see the growth in price, the Telegram community is really active. You'll see that, almost everybody in this Telegram group, which is 990 members, by the way, that's a lot, right? And you see continuous buying activity, more and more people buying continuously this project, ripping up the price, right? It is because everybody's now seeing what I saw 15 hours ago, which is, if you're going to be changing your business model from like just a pure meme coin, which is literally, it could be valued at anything or literally nothing, right? And you're going to pivot into being the first OnlyFans of Solana, you're going to create massive, massive upside opportunity, right? So this project trying to become the first OnlyFans of Solana is going to propel them much, much higher, because the market opportunity to the upside is huge, right? Not only in terms of just token, but like the overall growth trajectory, the amount of users that you can get, the amount of revenue that you can build. In the morning video, I talked about, how much OnlyFans, where is it in the video? I talked about like how much OnlyFans was making in terms of revenue, right? 2022, that's $1 billion just in revenue OnlyFans made. Now imagine converting that into a smaller, little niche project of OnlyFans, but in crypto on Solana. And that's what this project does. See, that to me is much more appealing. right? Because crypto as a creator economy, as a Web3 economy is huge. And then of course the creator economy on OnlyFans is also massive. So I did a little Venn diagram, for people. Let me see where I can find it. I tweeted so much about this project today because this was like, very few times in crypto you get this conviction and you feel like there's no way this thing is so cheap. And I had that massive conviction and I was like, I'm just gonna buy the heck out of this thing, right? At the very pico bottom. And I did, right? I think I created the bottom down here. I bought everything anyone was selling me at whatever price. And I just kept buying and buying. And until I was done, I had already, pretty much bought up a good amount and we drove it up slowly, right? And again, I'm not trying to tell you to buy after me or anything. I gave you the same opportunity that I had in the morning session, which was around 30K or 50K. If you're late to it or you think you're late to it, trust me, again, I want you to reread this. OnlyFans 2022 revenue was $1.09 billion. If Solana OnlyFans is trying to create a similar product, that is going to be an OnlyFans on Solana for a Web3 community, just think about how massive that TAM is. And then look how piddly this is. At 500K market cap, do you really think it matters all that much if you get into it at 100K or 500K or even $1 million when you know that the upside is $1 billion year over year revenue? Like if that's what you're aiming for, see, that is how you want to look at projects, right? Not just looking at random cat coins and dog coins and thinking like, well, what's going to be next? When you find an insane opportunity like this, don't be scared to pay a higher price because you know that the overall trajectory of growth is significant, right? Don't be afraid of stuff like that. Okay. Again, this is not investment advice. I'm not telling you to buy or sell. I already told you where I got in, right? But I'm not getting out anytime soon because I see the opportunity in this to be, tremendous, right? So as I've been hanging out more on the Telegram, and make sure you join the Telegram, you can join their Discord channel, which is you can go here, click on their link tree, right? And then you can join their Telegram channel. And then, yeah, check out their website, check out their white paper, do your own due diligence, right? Read up on their tokenomics. And by the way, I want to tell you one more thing about tokenomics. They gave away 50% of the float in pre-sale. Almost everybody sold. Literally everybody sold. So there's literally like no early sellers to sell. If you look at the holder count, right? Again, holder count keeps growing, right? I think this morning session when we did the holder analysis, oh shoot, let me go over here. Where's the holder analysis? I think this morning when we did the holder analysis, there was like maybe 300 holders. Oh, now there's 734, right? So we've effectively more than doubled the holder count. Okay. On Bird Eye, you can also see that there's a bunch of bigger players who are continuously buying. There's also a bunch of bigger players that are continuously selling. But if price keeps going up as other players, right? Where is it? As other players are getting out, what does that tell you? That means the demand pressure to continuously buy is much more significant than the sellers. And so people are recognizing that this project is significantly undervalued. And if you look at my tweets, I think I tweeted about this maybe like 70 or 100 times today. It's not because I'm shilling it, and it's not because, like the community is paying me or anything. They're not. You can go in the Telegram and ask them. They haven't paid me anything. This is free publicity and free marketing that they're getting from me. But I wanted to do this because very, rarely do you get such an easy opportunity where you find incredible projects at incredibly cheap prices. And you get to get in on this too, even at 500K. I mean, that's incredibly cheap for a project that is aiming to be the first, OnlyFans on Solana, targeting the Web3 audience, targeting the creator economy, something that we need to do better in crypto. right? So all these things that this project is trying to do, you need to basically, look at this and say, oh, this is something that crypto needs. This is something that can succeed only on Solana. And this project potentially has the ability to do it, right? So again, do your own research, right? Make sure you check out the holder analysis, the price analysis, whatever you need to do. And then, again, kind of look at the holder account, right? You could do your own math and figure out that at this particular point, okay, even if you're trying to get into the project now, to become a top 100 holder, 1.4 million, I think is approximately maybe $400, I want to say, right? Because that's, let me go back to that real quick. That's about 0.2% of the float, and the price is 571K. Correct me if I'm wrong, but on my math, I think it should be about 400 or $500, right? To basically be a top 100 holder. So $500 gets you into the top 100 holder of a project that is only 570K, right? Like I said, over the past, several hours, this thing has really taken off. And as we head into the Asia session, the Friday morning session, you'll kind of see that, headed into the weekend, you may see more significant buying take place, right? Yeah, sure, there's going to be sellers. It's not going to be a straight up road. But on the pullbacks, okay, and there will be pullbacks, by the way. When the prices were coming down like this, when we had that first big bump, almost a lot of people got scared because look, this is 70% drawdown. But don't look at these as, areas to sell or panic. You may get opportunities to buy at 20, 30% pullbacks, and that's your opportunity to pull the trigger and buy. Okay. Maybe you don't need to buy at this point, right? Maybe it pulls back a little bit. Maybe it doesn't, but you can layer in your buys here, here, and here, or even as it slowly grinds up like this, you can, continuously buy on the way up too. Okay. So again, none of this is investment advice. I'm just telling you guys my thoughts on the market, on this particular project, why I've been talking about it. I just want to give general justification. Again, you can look at my Twitter feed. I've literally been talking about the whole day. I feel like I'm part of their marketing team, even though I'm not. But I felt like mentioning it because, I think it's a solid project. The first OnlyFans on Solana sounds like a really great tagline to me. They have a pretty decent roadmap as well, a pretty decent tokenomics picture. I especially love the tokenomics because all these pre-salers were absolute clowns, and they sold the literal bottom, which is fantastic for all of us. Okay. Anyway, yeah, good luck, everybody. Y'all take care. Hopefully you enjoy doing more research into this project. Again, not investment advice, but yeah, do your own research, okay? Cheers, take care. Hope to see y'all, closer to 1 million, if not maybe $5 million. We'll see.